Ah, how y'all doing? Yep, we're back with another Maryland video for Maryland's Day. So, as you can see, this one's a lot shorter because, well, honestly, I started way too late, so that's my fault. But yeah, did it anyway. I can't say I did it anyway because I already got like 2 of the main ones done. I'm doing 4, as you can see. I'm doing 4 parts of Maryland. So I'm talking about DMV area, which is Montgomery County and PG County. And I'm talking about the harbors, which is the Inner Harbor in Baltimore and the National Harbor here in PG County. So yeah, like I said, I started late, so I couldn't really get everything, so that's my bad. But coming Juneteenth, I'll be doing historical black figures in this area, so we're in the state, so get ready for that. But anyway, yeah, happy Maryland Day. Got my flag, and apparently Goldfish made these because of course they did. Why wouldn't they? How they gonna pander to our crowd? Man, I still got this little guy. Yeah, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'm gonna go back in there and get ready to actually finish both of the harbor videos. I'm done with the. Actually, no, I don't need to say that. I'll just say I'm gonna go back in there and finish up the harbor videos, and then I'll catch y'all later. Welcome to another Maryland video. Happy Maryland Day, everybody. And today we're gonna be talking about okay, I had like 2 things to do. It was going to be like the Maryland harbors. There is nobody here. Okay. Oh, I guess we're doing this then. It was gonna be like the Maryland harbors, like the Inner Harbor in Baltimore and like the National Harbor here in PG County, but I just didn't feel like doing that one. I do have those written down. I just don't feel like doing them at the moment. So we're going to talk about the DMV area. So the DMV area is pretty much just DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we're going to talk about the Maryland parts of the DMV area because, well, it's Maryland Day. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, the DMV area. Oh, that's my fault. Yeah, the DMV area pretty much includes DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It has rich history tied to the role of being the Nationals, what does it say, capital. The Nationals capital, which was established in 1790, and it's evolved throughout the years. I need to like pay attention to this. Yeah, it's evolved throughout significant events like the Civil War, Civil Rights Movement, and okay, I don't know if that's one of them, but urban development, I think. Yes, I'll just say urban development, just because I have nothing else to say. Yeah, so it's evolved around this. It's evolved throughout the years, like during the Civil War, Civil Rights Movement, and urban development, and reflected both the nation's ideals and I have no idea what that word means, or not means, but says. Hopefully, my editor can bring that word up because complexities. I think that's what it is. Actually, that is what that is. Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to do this because, well, that's why I wanted to start this one off with Death Run because, well, it was the shortest one. Pretty much a short explanation. Now on to PG County. I feel like I should do like throughout the entirety of. I feel like throughout the entirety of March, which is like 20s, like starting on the 20th, I should do like just Maryland history. So I guess in this case, this one will be. I already said Happy Maryland Day, so I might as well just put this in the beginning. But yeah, we're going to be talking about PG County. Now, PG County, a.k.a. Prince George's County, was established first, and it's my home state. It's my home county, so that's probably why I'm going to be talking about that first instead of Montgomery County. And Montgomery County, okay, I feel like for the DMV area explanation video, I should probably... All right, look, I'm also getting tired of you. Come here. For that. Well, you just killed yourself. Okay, yeah, for the DMV area explanation, I should probably show an image of what the DMV area it looks like. And I should probably like reiterate that for some odd reason, everybody gets so hellbent and so easily sensitive when it comes to the DMV area. I don't know what it is. But whenever you say, hey, I'm also from the DMV, and they're like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm from Baltimore. Now listen here, Buster. Baltimore was never part of the DMV, okay? All right? It was never part of the DMV. It never will be part of the DMV. You should go kill yourself. I mean, obviously that's a little bit too far. But for some odd reason, people get so hell-bent on like whenever people talk about the DMV and like stuff that isn't necessarily DMV area. Now, if you ask me, I don't really care what you think where the DMV is. And me personally, I believe it's like anywhere that's just like right outside of DC. Like for instance, in the Maryland area, it's Montgomery County and PG County, and for Virginia, it's Northern Virginia. I'm not too educated on Virginia, so I'll just say Northern Virginia. Anyway, we're talking about PG County, so yeah. I'll start with PG County first because it's my home county, and it was established first. So yeah, it was established in 1696. Yeah, 1696, and named after Prince George of Denmark. Oi, you stay right there. He actually got trapped by that. And now we're not going to take any knockback. Gotcha. And there we go. Its rich history includes like includes quite a bit of things. Like for instance, being the home to a high amount of enslaved Africans, which is probably why it has a high. I can't think of the words. Actually, no. Yeah, it has a lot of rich history, which includes being the home to the highest amount of enslaved Africans, which is probably why there's a whole bunch of black people here. Just probably why it's pretty African, especially around the Bowie area. How am I winning this fight, bro? You have better stuff than me. You have a better sword, better armor. How am I comboing you? Come on, you should win this fight. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what was that? Had a better. Okay, you know what? Hive is weird. All right, we're going to a different game because Sky Wars is acting ridiculous now. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Prince George's County. You know, I'm gonna call it PG County because I've been calling it that for so long. I'm not ready to switch yet. So yeah, PG County. After I just say Sky Wars is being bad, now this game wants to be bad. Okay, fine. But yeah, PG County has a lot of rich history. One which includes being the home to the highest amount of enslaved Africans back in what was that again? The 19th century, yeah. Which is probably why you see a lot of black people here, and it's pretty black-owned county. I can't say black-owned, but it's a very black-populated county, which is also probably why it was named one of the wealthiest black counties in this state. Now I say was because it's been surpassed by Charles County, I think, in 2023, which is another place I used to live at. So yeah, there goes their title. Okay, what are you guys doing? They're right here. You can hit them. You need to go too, bro. You need to go too. Get out. That guy needs our help. No! Get out! There you go. But yeah, I'm talking about PG County, like I said, because I grew up here. Or not grew up here, I was born here. And it was the first county established in the DMV area, at least to my knowledge. At least the Maryland DMV area, to my knowledge. It was also being inhabited by the Piscataway Indian Nation, which is probably where Piscataway, actually not probably, I feel like that's a no-brainer that it was, which is where Piscataway Park came in. Why are you back? And I'm gonna need you to hit this person, please. You're not hitting this person at all, okay. There you go. See, just hit that person. And speaking of hit that person, come here. I'm gonna need you out of here. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. Go away. There's a person chasing us. I'll deal with you in a second. Never mind. Okay. He's over there. There he is. But yeah, home to the highest amount of black American. I knew I was gonna do that again. I knew I was gonna do that. Yeah, it was home to the highest amount of enslaved Africans, and it was also inhabited by the Piscataway Indian Nation. What was that? I saw that. What? Okay. Guess you could just do that now. I think that's a prediction. That's probably just, oh, okay. You do realize You do realize you can't just... You realize you can't do that, right? Do you realize I can't do that? Can't really do that. They don't have their flag. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're done with the county bit, and I just want to talk about like Prince George and who was named after. Or like, yeah, who was named after Prince George. Okay, well, you have everything else, and you chose to use the TNT. And we're gonna talk about Prince George now, who was the husband of Queen Anne. Yep, there we go. We're tying it right back to oh my gosh, I have so much gold on me. Yeah, we're tying it right back to... I don't know how to say it. Maybe I can't call it the Calvert. I'm not gonna call it the Calvert. The royalness, the royal history. I'll say the royal history of this state. So we're tying it right back to Queen Anne. Yeah, Prince George was the husband of Queen Anne, and who ruled Great Britain and Ireland from 1702 to 1714. Nope. I ain't here. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. PG County was founded. Yeah, PG County was formed from the land in the Calvert and Charles counties. Now I really need to do videos on both Calvert and actually I already written some history on the Calvert families. No, not the Calvert families, the Calvert County area. And I just need to do Charles County next. But right now I'll do that a little bit. But yeah, PG County was formed from the land of the Charles and Calvert counties by an act of the General Assembly on St. George Day, which is April 23rd, 1696. And I think, that's pretty much where it was. That's where the county originated from. That's what happened. Nuh-uh. He just left with your flag, and you're okay with that? Bro, he just left with y'all flag. Y'all just let that slide, huh? Y'all just let that slide, okay. I guess I can do the attractions now. By attractions, I mean like the places to go. So PG County has like... Never mind, I'll do that in a later part. I'll do that in a later part. Maybe I can... I don't want to go back to Death Run because I feel like that's not gonna... You know what? Sure, I'll go back to Death Run. All right, my only hope is that there's actually people here. And it looks like there is. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the places to go to in PG County. PG County has like an abundant amount of places. I've already mentioned them while talking about the history, such as the historical parts, like not the National Harbor, the Piscataway Park, where I was talking about, the Piscataway tribe that was here before the English settlement. And while we're on, okay, sure, at the last second. And while we're on that, we can talk about the Fort Washington Park. There it is. Now, when I talk about these stuff, I need you to like show images. Okay, even if you haven't been there. I've been to Fort Washington Park and I've been to Piscataway Park. And I enjoy those places. Those are nice places to go to. It's a nice views as well. And while we're on that, I think Greenbelt. I'm not too sure. I haven't really been to Greenbelt. So I'm not 100% sure on if it's historical or not. But even if it isn't, maybe it's a good place to go. Again, I have no idea. Then there's a National Harbor, which I will get to in another video this month. Since, well, I feel like late March should be Maryland's week for me. Yeah, I'll get to the National Harbor in a little bit. But let me just start off by saying I like going to the National Harbor. It's pretty fun. It's like Margaritaville for Maryland, at least for me. Then there's the Gaylord Resort, which is also around the National Harbor. And the Convention Center, which again is also part of the National Harbor. Waiting for you. Thought you were sick, huh? Some other notable areas is the University of Maryland, which is also in PG County. And then we have College Park, which, well, I mean, UND again. And yeah, some notable cities. While we're at it, we can talk about Bowie. It's pronounced Bowie. Yeah, at first I thought it was Bowie because the way it looked, but no, it's Bowie. Even though I don't know who was in charge of naming half of the stuff here, but they really need a little redo because You know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We got Upper Marlboro. Actually, no, I have been there before. I think my community college is in Upper Marlboro as well. Then you have Laurel, Hyattsville, and just all that stuff. Yeah, PG County has a lot of different places to go to. So all those that saying it's boring, I guess you can make an argument for that. Like, you've been to all these places, but to call it boring is a bit of an overstatement in my opinion. PG County is like PG. Okay, I'm already reiterating what I'm saying right now. So yeah, PG County is like abundant amount of places to do and places to go to. So can't really be too bored, right? Right, well, that really depends. Fun is subjective, you do realize that. Yeah, now that we're done with that, hurry up and finish this game. Go on to Montgomery County. Right now, I haven't even finished the. Thank you for waiting until that guy decided to pick it up. Thank you for being extra delayed just to kill me. See, I wanted the game to not. You know what? We're gonna go for Rift. Okay. Now, at the time of recording, this is the 21st of March, and I was supposed to get this video out yesterday, but I just didn't. I didn't really have the history of Monty County yet, so here we are. Anyway, the history of Moco County. We're repeating off the DMV lore. The history of Moco County. It's MoCo. The CEO stands for county. It's like saying SMH my head. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the history of Moco. It's hold on. First, let me just. It dates far back. It begins prior to 1688, where, hold on, this man think he's slick, huh? It priors back to 1688, where, don't tell me that was another fool. The 1688, where, I don't know what he thought that was going to do. It priors back, dates all the way back prior to 1688. Sorry, there's just so many people trying to focus. But everyone wants to be over here. Okay, it priors back to I'm done. I'm trying to 1688 when the first tract of land was granted by Charles I and catered to the first Lord Baltimore. Jesus, I just wanted to say that, but no, everybody kept coming. Now, around August 31st of 1776. A colonist named Thomas S. Wooden, I think that's what his name is. I'm gonna call him that because that's yeah, I'm gonna call him that. Yeah, a colonist named Thomas S. Wooden. Hold on, I can't look at the notes right now. Look at the notes right now. All right, yeah. The colonist named Thomas S. Wooden set out a goal to create the county when he introduced a measure to form a new county from Frederick County. That's a lot of counties in one sentence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Monty County. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Moco was created from bits and pieces from Frederick. So ain't that nice? They're both related, heavily related to each other. They're practically father and son, in my eyes. Yeah, get out of here. What the? Hey. Now, the county was formed to simplify the. I'm not going to ask what you're doing. Yeah, the county was formed to simplify the. To aid the residents and simplify their trading. No, not trading, their business affairs. Now, the measure did the measure did pass, thus creating the new political entity of Montgomery County in the Maryland colony. So, luckily for old Thomas here, his wish just came true. There's too many fools right there. Get out. I have no armor. You know what? Who even needs armor, huh? Who even needs armor, I say? You don't need armor to get over here. I'm gonna need you to start taking damage. Anyway, while I'm hiding, we can continue reading. Yeah, while I'm hiding, we can definitely continue reading. So let's continue with that one. On August 1st, 1776, Moco was established from parts of Frederick County, and was named after, I think the county was named right after Richard Montgomery, the Revolutionary War general. I actually remember that without even looking at my notes. Okay, I just remember that part. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. See, who needs armor, am I right? Now, its history includes significant events, kind of like PG County. Or not county, like exactly like PG County, because a lot of these counties have the same events, like have the same significant events during like the Civil War and all that stuff. Which is pretty much what happened here, such as the cession of the cession of the land for the District of Columbia in 1791, and various developments throughout the 19th and 20th centuries that shaped its growth and governance. Now that we're done with that, we can actually finish this game. I have 500 balloons on me. What do? I might as well buy that. I said no armor, but yeah, I might as well. What am I gonna do, huh? I need more blocks. Definitely. Alright, now that we're... Hey! What is this? What is this? Get down. I don't know what your plan was, but it wasn't getting our stuff. Just coming in here, just bullying people. Alright, time to get this flag. I gotta end this game. Okay, gotta do a little recap. Move out the way. Oh, I forgot to do that. Hope y'all don't mind. No. There's no one over here. Don't worry about me. Yeah. He thought he was slick. He thought he was finna pull a fast one on me, huh? He thought he was finna pull a fast one on me. No, sir. Yeah, I'm not a good commentator if you didn't notice. So, to recap, Montgomery County. The history of MoCo begins prior to 1688, when the first tract of land was granted by Charles I in cater to the first Lord Baltimore. I call him this name, Thomas S. Wooden. I'm going to continue to call him that. So the goal out to create the county in August 31st of 1776, when he introduced the measure to form a new county from Frederick. The measure then passed, which thus created the county known as Montgomery County. And it gets its name from the Revolutionary War general, Richard Montgomery. Man, who said I need to play Death Run, right? Who said I need to play Death Run in order to talk about the destination to go to? Also, have I ever mentioned how much I like the fact that I have an actual functioning microphone now? I don't have to continue to like download the videos on my phone and try to sync it up with the tablet. It just makes it so much better. Anyway, we're talking about the destinations now of Montgomery County, because hey, DMV area has a lot of cool destinations to go to. I would know because I went to a lot of them. By a lot of them, I only went to PG County. Well, yeah, Montgomery County has a numerous amount of areas to go to. It's a pretty diverse landscape with a lot of diversity here, because, well, that's just a DMV area for you. There's a lot of people here, different color, different races, like different sizes, different shapes, different like orientations. Yeah, it's pretty diverse here. Pretty diverse here in the DMV area, such as PG County too. But yeah, we're talking about Montgomery County. Now, Montgomery County has a lot of areas, like bright, such as its vibrant cities and its popular cities like Rockville, Bethesda, and Silver Spring. Now, Silver Spring, that's where a lot of the diversity comes. Think of there's a bunch of like Ethiopian descendants, or like Ethiopian ethnic groups, with a lot of Asian groups too around Montgomery as well. Because hey, that's Maryland for you. Pretty diverse here. And it also has like a lot of what the oh we captured a flag. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's also home to, yep, there it is. Okay, I was wondering when that was gonna happen. It's also home to a lot of outdoor attractions. There it is. I was trying to look for the word. Outdoor attractions such as Black Hill Regional Park. I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry, buddy. You ain't getting out of that. I can try, but it was not gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. I don't have stuff. Yeah, such as Black Hill Regional Park and the Chesapeake and Ohio National Historical Park. Yeah, like I said, the state really cares about its history. Can I close that, please? Nope. You don't get to leave either. You don't get to leave either. You gotta stay here. You don't get to leave. No. You don't get to leave either. I'm gonna kill you first before those guys come up and beat my behind. Just gonna have to leave before I do anything. Yeah. And it's about it for right now. Now, I wanted to try to, like, oh, shoot. I think they're mad. You have iron armor. That's not fair at all. Oh, he doing that, huh? Yeah, I can't. He knows how to PvP. Yeah, you were not. There's like a 9v1. What's going on here? And now they're ganging up on him. Okay. Now they get, okay. The problem is they just splitting up. Problem is these fools are splitting up. That guy killed one of our people. He's dead. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, I thought I could like get this one done first because, well, I still had like a lot of things to talk about. Like just, I guess I can just talk about, oh, you. Always the coward move out, huh? And it's not working. And it didn't work. Okay. You did all that and it didn't even work. All right, gotcha. Yeah, I just did these notes today. I was like, you know what? I feel like playing some video games right now. So what if we just played some video games? You do realize this is really... You're not going to get in. I hope you know that. You weren't getting in, buddy. Yeah, I just felt like, you know, playing some video games today. While also trying to research the history of this state. I think next video should be like the historical figures here because I just recently found out that Frederick Douglass was also born here in this state. Such as Harriet Tubman. I mean, I knew Harriet Tubman was already over here. She was like born in Dorchester County, Maryland. Meanwhile, Frederick Douglass was born in, I don't know how to say the name, but yeah, he was born here. So I should really do like the historical figures too, even though like they're all black figures. So I'm gonna stop you right there because they're not all black figures, but for Juneteenth, I will research the history of all of them. So Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, and Thurgood, I forgot his name, but yeah, I'll research him too. It might sound like I'm upset that they're all black, but no, I'm upset because I probably should have been researching them during Black History Month. So yeah, I'm a little upset that that opportunity has been passed. But you know, who's to say I don't have? Who's to say I can't? Right? This is gonna be nuts. This is gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be a nightmare. Yep. Don't worry about me, y'all. Don't worry about me. There's nobody here. You should not have to worry about anything. Nobody's here. Oh, come on. There would be a fool right there. That almost didn't work. Did you get him? Y'all got him. Okay, good. Yeah, because like I was already done with the commentating. I was already done with the history. I already done with the tourist attractions. I was already done with, you know, talking about the historical figures. And my historical figures, I mean the people that I got to talk about. Yeah, it's time to end this game right now. That somehow worked out better than I should have. Oh boy, I haven't been on Sprout in a minute. Yeah, for another Maryland week. Yeah, we're gonna call it Maryland week now. For another Maryland week, we can talk about the harbor's history. Now, there's two harbors, or like two notable harbors, which is the Inner Harbor in Baltimore and the National Harbor here in PG County. So first, I'll talk about the Inner Harbor because I just went there pretty recently around. No, it was the first time I went there was in August when my mother was there as well, and she was like, you know what? Why not come along? You can go see the harbor for a little bit. And then the second time I went to the National Aquarium, which I actually got to do, which is fun, which is pretty nice. Like I've always said, I've always loved the aquarium. I'm glad I got to go there last year, or like around October of 25. Yeah, then there's the National Harbor, which is a lot closer to where I am right now in Fort Washington, PG. So Yeah, that one's a little bit more accessible. And by a little bit more, I mean literally more accessible. Because I don't have to like drive out of the county just to get to another harbor, which is good. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about Baltimore first. So yeah, the Baltimore count. Hold on, wait a minute. First, let me get ready. Go through this guy first. Yeah, we'll come back at like the worst possible times. I was about to say, and then get hits from out of nowhere. Yeah, the inner harbor. Hold on, wait. I gotta remember. Stay focused first, and then go after. Yeah, the Baltimore Harbor has a rich history. As a major U.S. seaport since what does that say? Since the 18th century. Okay, I cannot rate an 8 for some odd reason. Hey buddy, do you know I'm right here? I don't think he cared. Yeah, it has a rich history of being one of the earliest seaports here in this state and in the country, I believe. So, about. Oh, really? It was originally characterized by shallow waters that limited large ship access during the mid-20th century. Now, the harbor underwent significant redevelopment, which had transformed it from an industrial. I think that's how you say that. Industrial. There it is. An industrial area into a vibrant tourist destination with parks, museums, and other attractions, becoming a model for urban renewal. I'm trying my best, okay? Renewal. Yes, renewal worldwide. That's done. We can actually play this game. Should have been like saying the history while playing this game, but I just knew that wasn't gonna happen. I was not gonna pay the slightest amount of attention, so we're not going to. I'll just get it out of the way now while I'm relaxing, so that way I don't have to like stress about it later. Hey, look, I'm gonna need some of those emeralds real quick. You don't think you're about to go over there, do you? You think you're finna walk over there. And you are, because I can't kill you off, all right? And they died, okay. Yeah, I feel like this one is now just awkwardly waiting for this game to be over with. Because I've already talked about the harbor. But I guess I can talk about my time there, maybe. So, yeah, I went there. The first time was in August. And I had a pretty good time. Had a pretty nice time there. Just exploring the places. I like really like the waterfront. I don't know what it is about the waterfront. I just like it. Even though I know for a fan that person has diamond armor. Because of course they do. Like, I don't know what it is about the waterfront. But even though I know that there's not a lot of pleasant things from what I've heard. Not a lot of pleasant things in that water, but the first time I went there, it was pretty nice. I saw a lot of ships, which, I mean, Baltimore doesn't really play about its history right there, because, well, the shipping department thing, the whole. Oh wait, your bed is just wide open. So what was the? Okay. What have you been doing this entire game? Just going around? Actually, that's exactly what you've been doing. Why did I ask that question? Whatever. The seaport, there it is. Yeah, there was a bunch of like ships there. Some pirate ships, there's some cruise ships. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I liked it, actually. I like how they just really embraced their ship history, like seaport history and stuff like that. And then also the second time was in October when I went to the National Aquarium, which I finally got to do after that long. I saw a lot of stuff there. The stuff you would expect, pretty much. Okay, I feel like some of these chests need to be. No, you know what? Never mind. Actually, I don't think they should be, since it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. But it would be funny if they were, you know. Well, yeah. Here's my time at the aquarium. Spent way too long on that jellyfish and on that jellyfish habitat. That person's angry at me, which is pretty understandable. You know what? Go after my bed. It's useless anyway, so you might as well. I can go after this guy too. I can go after this guy. In the meantime, I can't think of any words to say. Are you connected to the server, buddy? I guess not. Who needs a pickaxe when you can buy pearls with this? Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, at the time I'm recording this, it's actually today is Maryland Day, so I should hurry this one up. No, I say I should. I really should hurry this one up. But I'm gonna retry the Inner Harbor history thing again because, well, I used one character twice, and I kind of want to use all three of them. So let's try this again. So yeah, the Inner Harbor history. It dates back during the 18th century, where Baltimore emerged as a U.S. ship depot known for, yeah, shipbuilding and trade. Now, during the 19th century, the harbor was pivotal. I can't write a V. Yeah, the harbor was pivotal. No, it was pivotal for the oyster canning industry and the construction of the Baltimore Clippers. Okay, so after researching all this stuff, I find out that Baltimore Clipper was an actual ship and not a hockey team. So yeah, I just started rambling about a hockey team, another sports hockey team. But it has some more history. There you go. Free lesson on the hockey team, I guess. But yeah, the Baltimore Clipper was the ship, not the hockey team, at least to my knowledge. Now, if you know Baltimore, you should know their historical, or not historical, you should know their sports teams, such as the Baltimore Ravens, which is a football team, and the Orioles, which is their baseball team. Now, the Baltimore Clippers, that's the, oh, his bed got destroyed. Buddy. Now, the Baltimore Clippers, that's one of their hockey teams. Okay, I've already talked about them in the video that I didn't make, or that I did make, but I'll upload them tomorrow, or not tomorrow. It's really hard to explain, but I'll get into the Clippers in a little bit, but right now, or maybe, you know what, I can talk about it right now. So the Baltimore Clippers, they were, it was a hockey team that were a minor league professional hockey team and in Baltimore, Maryland, playing up. I should probably pay attention to the map. Playing. Where is it at? Playing in the Baltimore Civic Center. Now, they played one season in the Southern Hockey Team and was managed by Terry this person. For its first 4 seasons, they won three division titles, but were unable to capture a Golden Cup title, so unfortunately for them. But hey, I wouldn't say they're like particularly unknown considering that fact, but I haven't heard of them until making this video, so yeah. Okay, I'm not trying to talk about the Clippers all the way in this video because, well, again, I already did it in the next part, so I'm gonna try to save some so that way I don't have to like repeat every single thing and have it just not make any sense at all. So for the rest of this game, we're just gonna be playing. Now, hopefully not a lot of stuff gets cut out because these videos are way too short, especially since I'm playing solo, so it's not really gonna be the quickest, I'll say. Oh, finally, I can do this now. I'll take that. I don't think I need like mining speed at the moment, but you never know. Because for some odd reason, fireballs are just completely trash. Oh, okay. I guess it's just you and I then. Hey there, partner. Nope. Goodbye, sir. Hey, I said goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. There you go. Alright, now on to the next game. During the 20th century, the harbor faced an economic decline due to the rise of, I am not reading this, I guess container shipping. Yes, container shipping, which had to be abandoned. No, which led to the abandonment of the old harbors, unfortunately. And someone else got it, okay. Well, at least I tried something. In the 1960s, Mayor Theodore. These guys and their names, bro. I can never pronounce them. But yeah, this guy. Hopefully there's a picture of him. I'm sure there's a picture of him. Yeah, in the 1960s, Mayor Theodore, this guy, made redevelopment efforts focusing on reconnecting the city to its waterfront. And in 1980, the opening of the harbor place marked a significant milestone in the area, attracting millions of visitors today. Alright, we're gonna get things now. And yellow team will always be over here, because getting 4 emeralds is against the law. I just need 3. I just need 3. You have 3. Just give me 3. Ah, boy. Getting 3 emeralds will be the death of me for some reason. And today, the harbor is now a hub for tourism with its attractions being the aquarium, the historic ships, and the science center. And there you go. Finally done the Baltimore Harbor. So, but I guess I don't really need to talk about the attractions since I've done that twice already. I guess I could again, but what would the point of that be? Okay, you know what? Fine. After this game, though, I'm right now in the mood. I'm not really in the mood to do that right now. Okay, as well. In October. Hey. Come on. Nope. Thank you. No more of that. Is that someone there? Nope. Goodbye. Game can't save you forever. I would get diamond armor, but number 1, I don't have enough for that. And number 2, why would I do that? I gotcha. If that would have knocked you off the map, that would have been incredible. There you go. I think he is. Yeah, he's over there. Is he at our base? Oh, he's right there. If I had a fireball on me, you'd be dead. I don't know what that teammate's doing over there. I'll just purchase everything in the game first. Purchase that. Golly, what is this?
Now, do I need to do this? Absolutely not. Do I want to do this? Absolutely.
Dagnabbit, okay. I was kind of hoping you'd stay like that for a little bit longer. Maps like these that I don't like is it takes extra blocks just to bridge to the center of the island, and I don't like that. Anyway, now we're on to the National Harbor. Now the National Harbor is I'm not even gonna try to say that word, but I'll just say designated area here in PG County. Specifically Oxon Hill. I don't know why I can't say stuff nowadays for some reason, but yeah, specifically Oxon Hill. It's a pretty should I say important? Maybe an important tourist attraction. Yeah, tourist attraction. I can say an important tourist attraction to this area. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, it's okay, hold on. Let me go back to my base and read the rest of that. And now I can read it. Yeah, it's it originated as a 300-acre multi-use waterfront development for the Potomac River. That guy doesn't mind me. Should be doing that. I guess I could do this. Please don't come back here in time. Please don't come back here in time. It might be 2 layers. It's 2 layers. I hate this game. I don't like you at all. Where'd you go? Hey, buddy. Okay, you're a final kill too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm after you real quick. Just don't fall off. Please hurry up. I gotta talk about stuff. Making this insanely difficult to do so. Sorry. You're right there. Okay, now I'm just gonna do this because that defense is an abomination. You know, while I'm here, might as well talk about again. Now, Peterson Companies began construction on the harbor in 2007. Oh, it's young, huh? It's pretty much as old as me. It's like 20 years old right now. Oh gosh, of course you did. Okay, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Of course you did. All because you decided to make this monstrosity of defense. Dishonor on everything you love, by the way. Everything you love. Everyone is ashamed of you for making this monstrosity of a defense. Yeah, apparently the so apparently the harbor's just as old as me, huh? It's around 19 years old. No way, I was about to say, there's no way you let me win that fight. Yeah, he started in 2007 with the Gaylord Resort, National Resort, and the Convention Center. And that opened up in 2008. Yeah, I'm pretty much... Never thought I'd be flexing my age on an actual building, like an actual designated area. For some reason, it's 2007. Why did I think it was a little bit older than that? I guess 2007 also works. There goes Yellow Thing. Okay, you have a diamond sword, because of course you do. Why wouldn't you have a diamond sword? Everybody I have to fight has to have like some level of OP abilities for some reason. That guy is a little bit mad that I kind of killed his base, but you know what? Let him be mad. All right. I ain't here for nothing. I'm just here to talk about stuff. Like the National Harbor, which is apparently younger than me, just by a year. And it had their resorts and the convention center open up 2 years after I was born. Cool. Yeah, that's nice. And it also it's grown to attract millions of visitors annually. The resort and the resort and the I just had the word. Where did it go? Where did it go? The resort and the convention center. There it is. Yeah, it attracts millions of players annually, which I'm not surprised because they have the MGM there as well. So you think it's just nice to sneak up on people like that? Oh, you're gonna use a fireball too, huh? Because that little sneak attack didn't work. Yeah, remember how I said that that other guy should be ashamed of himself from using that much amount of concrete? Yeah, well, I feel like that guy should be even more ashamed for having to do a sneak attack, failing that sneak attack, and then deciding, you know what, let me use a fireball because I failed that sneak attack. Your parents should be ashamed of you. Okay, I feel like that one was a little bit more coherent, and I kind of fleshed that out between the game better this time. Hopefully I did, because I'm not redoing this if I didn't. I was just being, oh well, guess I messed it up. There you go. I had plenty of blocks. What was I doing? Because right now we got another problem. We gotta deal with a coward who has to do a little sneak attack and then fireball when his plan fails. Because for some odd reason, he thinks that's just a perfect idea to do, huh? Think that's just a perfect idea? Yeah, I'm sure it is in your eyes. So you's a coward. How are you getting bullied by your... See, this is what I mean, bro. Tourette's be doing too much. He's about to get bullied by his own Tourette's, bro. No! You know what I mean? That. And did it. And that's why you have bows on you. Oh, there you are. You're over there. He didn't take all your gold, did you? He didn't. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, get his apple, too. Cool. I can heal up. Oh, there you are. He does have diamond armor. I thought so. How much diamonds do I have? 38. Okay. Should I head home? Nah, I guess I can head home. That guy has like everything for some reason. You know, I can afford to take fall damage. As you can see, it didn't do a daggone thing. Half of this stuff. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna have to wait until final death because there's no point in going over there now. But I could make it more entertaining, so. Huh. Oh, I just realized I never really talked about the cowardly act again, huh? Nope. No, I just remembered. I haven't. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to. Nope. 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 Yeah, alright. Yeah, you stay over here. Oh, you don't even have it. You don't even have it. Yep. You doing that cowardly move again? No. Okay. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. And easy. Just saying I'm staying right here, by the way. Oh yeah, I never even talked about the never even talked about my time at the National Harbor. Yeah, it was fun. The first time I went with the okay. I'm trading hits now. Thank you. I'm trading hits. Yeah, I never really talked about my time at the National Harbor. Although I probably don't really need to, because it just doesn't really... What was that? I'm not even going to go back to Eskin. I never really talked about my time at the National Harbor, so I probably should, but I don't really feel like I need to, since it's not really that, okay, I won't say it's not as exciting as the inner, but I just feel like it wouldn't really make a difference. All right, sure. I'll just say, I went to explore it. And by explore, I mean like drove around it around June or May. Then I went back there in June. Had a great time there. I like going there at nighttime. I just like going to places at nighttime. Just feels more aesthetic, you know what I mean? And I've just been going there. It's just been my go-to hangout spot ever since. Since it's a lot closer than Charles County. But yeah, that's a National Harbor. That's both the inner harbors. Now, they are pretty short, so that's why I'm going to go into deeper dives into them. Okay, so I tried doing the destinations to go to in Baltimore, but I guess the game said, yeah, nah, buddy, you've already done that twice. You don't need to do it again. So I guess we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the National Harbor. So the National Harbor, located in PG County, began development, or like along... First off, let me get to diamonds before I do anything. Anything first. I gotta find a minion now. Cool. Let's see how reliable you are to Gru. You got them hands, so that's good. You're losing those hands, buddy. And he's gone. Okay. Oh, guess where I'm going next, pal. If you don't mind, do that real quick. Up. You earned it for yourself. You ruined it for yourself. You ruined it. Now, the National Harbor, it's located in PG County and among the Potomac River. So I was right, it was Potomac. Okay, yeah, the National Harbor is another bucket list tourist destination to visit. So first we'll start with that. Now moving on to its development, which started, or it was developed on the land. Hold on, let me place these down because I can't multitask. Okay, leave me alone. It was developed on the land that was once this plantation. I don't know how to say that. Solbaria plantation. I have no idea, but the plantation was established in 1827. And the area was rezoned for mixed-use development in 1994. So yeah, this It's not really old, okay? It's not really old, at least compared to everything else that I've talked about. It's not really the oldest designated area in this state. So, yeah, if the dates surprise you, it's not like a, I don't know if I can't call it a typo, but I didn't type this down. I wrote it down, but yeah, the mixed use, it was rezoned for mixed use development in 1994, which led to its transformation into a vibrant waterfront destination around. Actually, no, wait, I'll get to that in a minute because I just remembered I have to it's a short list. I'm gonna take a picture of the list and show it because this is how short it is. This is why I wanted to do solos for this one, because it makes the most sense. Yeah, I guess we can move on to the development timeline. So the development, it was on 1984. The land was sold and plans for development began. You know what I mean? See what I mean? It's just like, the game is already over, and I'm already on the first one. But yeah, 1994, rezoning for mixed-use development was approved. Where'd that guy go? Oh, he left. He said, hey, look, thank you, yellow team, but I'm out of here now. And in 2007, construction began on the National Harbor project. So yeah, like I said, quite younger than me, actually. That almost worked out in your favor. That almost worked out in his favor, okay. That was broken, okay. So why was there stuff here? Wait, that's why he's a... Move on to the next timeline. Okay, yeah, in 2008... Okay, sure. I just moved on to 2008. Gotcha, okay. See, here's what I'm talking about. That list was too short. But you know what? Okay, sure, whatever. We're gonna continue that. We're gonna move on to 2008 now. 2008, the Gaylord Resort and Convention Center was approved. Well, no, was open. Why did I mush these words together? In 2008, the Gaylord Resort and Convention Center opened, marking a significant milestone. So like I said, quite younger than me. So again, this is cool. This is like the youngest destination here compared to everything else. In 2010, the National Harbor was designated as its own place from Oxon Hill. Yeah, so it's located in Oxon Hill, but yeah, they just said, nah, we're going to be our own place, shall we? Thank you very much. In the MGM in 2016, $1.4 billion casino opened up, which enhanced its appeal. And we're done there. I guess the key attractions would be the Awakening, which you can see on the beach, which was sculptured by J. someone. I have no idea who that is. The Capitol Wheel, which again you can see from a mile away. If you're around the Virginia waterfront, you could probably see it just from across the waterfront. And then there's the Tandra outlets. I have no idea what those are, but I guess it's the store area. But I can try to I can just show some videos. Why don't I just do that? And why don't I just do that instead? So yeah, there you go. There's that entire video.